we're gonna add another +1 to our kill count with Elite Phase this week. Overall, it's not too difficult of a week. We've got a pretty easy map in Carved, and as for the rules, the only restriction is that you've got 20 monkeys max, which I guess might catch you by surprise if you didn't notice that, but I think it's manageable. Additionally, less boss HP. I'm all for that. And as you know, we like to do ranked mode here, so the current scores that we're looking for is for the least cash this week. Well, judging by that, there's about a little over a day left. I think it'd be nice to aim for a very clean sub 1 million. I mean, technically, I've already accomplished that. For those who can't detect sarcasm, well, that's not me. Anyway, the limited hero choice means out of these 4 heroes, I think I'm gonna personally pick Azalea, and I'll explain why. I've also done a little bit of head start already, so let me show you what I've done in the first 30 rounds of this run. We've got a bank that we are going to collect this round, and then buy IMF loan straight up. And we're gonna deposit, and once that's full, and we can get the IMF loan 10k boost, then we'll go for the usual Monkeyopolis. Fairly standard start there. So because of the 20 max towers in this challenge, it's probably not a wise idea to do tower spam, because obviously we can't spam. So it's likely, well, I know already, I've planned this out, that we're gonna go for a Paragon to get around that 20 max monkey cap. And there's actually several ways to go about it. I think several Paragons can actually solo this phase. But again, I'll explain what I'm picking and everything that's gonna go on once we get there. But first off, yep, it is indeed round 36. So what we want to do is collect a full, and here appears the discounts. 1 and 2 over here. And now watch as I do the following. Play, collect, get the Monkeyopolis, and as soon as I can, 3600 please for the balloon trap, so I can start making money from it. Please and thanks, and 014 as well, so I can actually target it in the right spot. And safe to say, we are in business. Damn, we just sadly lost all the pinks there, but it is what it is. Now let me use this time to quickly get a Let's Gold while the LEDs are on screen. Sadly, I think a good amount of them actually went into the balloon trap instead, so rip some of the $50, but that's fine. I also don't know why I used Totem this round just for cam protection, because I think I probably could use the 10 lives for the boss part instead, but whatever. Kindly ignore my large mistake there. But you know the usual, rubber to gold. Balloon trap makes a hell of a lot of money, which is going to be really important later on. I guess since there is space too for another discount. Wait, can I do double discount while Totem's active? Okay. Actually, never mind. Totem ran out, so I think what I'll do is, before dropping the glue, I'm gonna, because it's least cash, save money, and only get glue on the next time I get Totem. Well, yes, I do have a problem when it comes to penny pinching, so I don't have a lot of money going into tier 1, but hopefully, again, this can make money fast enough. So in terms of tier 1D, what I'm looking at is, let's do another engineer. I think you know where we're going with this. Gonna go for a Sentry Expert, and I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's try to rush the Sentry Champion, okay? It's a lot of money to go, but I'm hoping this can make 20k in no time. I think we made $10,000 in 2 rounds there, so it looks pretty good. And also, since his camo is naturally this round, I think we'll do the Totem, and come on. We've got like 20 seconds to fit double discount over here, perfect. We'll do an 0-2-2. Hopefully that's not too much money spent. But now we've got the god setup of farms without actual farms. Yes. I think if I've planned everything properly, then I'm not going to need to drop another banana farm for the rest of the run here. Let me cook here. Looks like we'll afford Sentry Champion after. This Saram passes. Oh boy, they're all camo. Am I gonna die there? Okay, I don't know if that was a good idea. 25 lives. Yeah, part of me thinks it might have been better to have gone for a foam first to save these lives, because I don't know, down to 22, and I don't have regen, do I? But yeah, here's 520 Ascension Champion. I'm hoping that this is genuinely enough to, well, solo tier 1. I mean, it's only 15k HP, 30k effective HP if you count the, you know, the, what do you call it, the portal shield. And you know what? Okay, let's just do this over again, but save more lives, because I don't like that we're down to 12 already. So, be back when we're at 45 in a second.
A few moments later.
And we're back. See, this time, we're already like, we still kept 80 alive, so it was just a matter of getting it right now. The only issue with the Sentry Champion is, of course, limited range, and I don't think I actually plan to get a Chinook for this run, which is a bit of an issue, of course, because now this thing isn't going to be attacking for a very, very, very long time. And, oh, right, and also the fact that if the tower doesn't have base camo with that, it's only technically going to work for damage, like, half the time, so that makes things even worse. Yeah, so you see the problem here without Chinooking? We're only halfway about now, and there's just not enough track length left for it to do it all. So, okay, same thing, but add a Chinook. Okay, so bad news with this strategy. 9.5k is pretty long to afford, so much so that by the time I afford it, I think Phayze is already going to be back where, like, the tower is. So, I don't know about this Chief, but we're going to try anyway. 15 seconds before we can Chinook. Come on, and then hopefully we can start doing damage. But again, the issue is that we also don't have decamo, so technically this doesn't work for a good amount either. Come on, alright, there's Skull 2 out of 5, and we're about 15 seconds away from having the Sentry Champion in the God spot again. So come on, right over there, right over there. Another totem. I think we're gonna need the attack speed. Another foam. I don't know, man. I feel like we're cooked. Still one more jump forward. I think now we move it to the final destination. We also just happen to afford XXXL trap, which I'm gonna get now. 2.5k damage, and how close is this to the exit? How fricked are we? Well, I think there's a chance. A small chance. It's so close that I think one more optimization, okay? And that one optimization is gonna be, I think we should just get overclock before getting big trap, because that would probably give us the DPS we need for the 1.7k damage. Again. Alright, this run here has got to be as clean as it gets. Halfway, and I think it's much, much more ahead of pace. But in case you're wondering the reason why I'm so adamant about using Sentry Champion Tier 1 is, I think you guessed it, we're trying to build pops onto the Sentry or the Engineer Paragon, which I think is enough to solo Phayze here. Remember, I got so many buffs in the last couple of updates that it's genuinely a solid Paragon. I remember back in the day, it was honestly not long ago when it was probably one of the worst to use in a boss, just because of how slow it took to ramp up. But now that you can basically get almost full power on it within like a dozen rounds of getting it up, well, it's suddenly become a lot more viable, go figure. And also, one last totem before we have to move it to the final position, get to last skull, and so much more head pace. Okay, the only annoying thing is that I don't have cooldown to wait for another foam, so I have to buy this at full price, whatever. It's like a couple $100 lost. But here we go. 1,000 HP and 0, with, honestly, a pretty good amount of track length to spare. And now let's put our trap back in the normal position, as with everything else. Can sell these so they don't take away pops. But this is good. We got a good 50k pop head start on the Engineer Paragon, which is probably only worth 1 degree, but 1 is better than 0. Now let's hopefully get our big trap, and hopefully it's not too delayed from getting overclock first, which we'll get at the end of 55 here, right in time for the Moab. So it's not just the buffs to the NG Paragon, which is why I think it's so good now in bosses, is the fact that the big trap makes extra money, which the money counts towards your cash slider amount, or rather the power amount of the Paragon. So therefore it makes it easier to get a higher degree. And also makes it so that it's not necessary to buy other farming, because yes, genuinely, with the Rubber Gold plus Big Trap setup that basically multiplies the, I don't know, damage of the, or the money made from the mobs by like 5, it becomes pretty nasty. I'm also contemplating going for a Mob Glue too, just to slow them down, so we guarantee we get more Rubber Golds, but I think we're okay as is. An incoming Tier 2, which I know, judging by how Tier 1 went, that there's no way that the Sentry Champion can do this, right? Can solo this? Yeah, pretty much no shot. So with that, we have to get some support alongside the Sentry Champion for Tier 2 and Tier 3. So let's see if I can double discount this Dartling gun here. I think I can do a Totem for Village range. And beautiful. Let's do a Dartling here. And let's get the Mad. Probably just the easiest bailout, because it has innate camo and it has full map range. So Best of both worlds against Phayze here. The mat has been afforded. Let's use the ability, because the ability is so good now, and look at that. Just disgusting compared to the Sentry Champion. Gets us to skull within, like, seconds. And now we gotta remember to move the trap, like, on top of the portal, so that they gobble up Bloons immediately. It's kind of annoying, but that's what Phayze is. Kind of annoying. Last skull. Let's make sure that nothing else leaks. Can the trap reach down here? I think so. Another mad ability. And tier 2 easy. I think tier 3 will be a little bit tricky because I think I need to try to be tier 3 with the current setup, but just simply all of them being tanks ultra boosted. Reason being, you want to delay your entry Paragon as late as possible to accrue, of course, more money in your big trap and more pops on your main sentry. Also, I'm looking at the setup right now, and yep, I think I do need a mob blue. Let's get that before it's too late. Another crate, and we'll get ultra boost this round. Sweet. I think we're not going to take any chances, and we're just going to start ultra boosting the mat first. Or probably just alternate that and the Sentry Champion. Not sure what the best way to go about it is, but I think the rounds are long enough that hopefully it doesn't really matter. Also, just in case there's not enough time to do it later, let's do the discount factory. AKA, I need 100 tiers in NGs anyway, so what I'll do is I'll do cleansing foams 032. I know they're not the cheapest. I think the double guns are, but I honestly prefer this just for the decamo phase to make it easier for myself. Instead of having to retarget one over and over top of phase, you know what I mean? Just have them spread out everywhere, like I have them right now. Also, mission to 10 stacks failed. We only got 7 before round 80, and 4 on this one. But again, hopefully starting at a 3 Ultra Boost deficit is fine. Let's go. And let's get this bread. Get a mad ability off immediately. Look at that damage. One ability basically gets through the entire shield layer. That's pretty gnarly. Unshielded now. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the speed of phase, depending on the layer it's on, is different. Like, the shield layer, I think, is faster than the unshielded. So it's probably smarter to use the mad ability for when it's on the shield. And it's perfectly timed. Watch this. Another mad ability. Should I use... Yeah, I guess I'll use Totem. It's still worth 10 lives, so we're making enough from the support Chinook that it doesn't really matter. Love to see that perfectly timed action. Skull 2, a 5. I still think I'll just squeeze in more pops by moving the S-Champ around. Not a big deal. Another ability. Now, actually, it might have been better to use the Chinook on the XXXL trap instead, because you see, it can't reach right now, so we're losing a lot of money from not sucking the mobs here. And I don't like that. On the bright side, we do have the Chinook now, but I think instead, I'm just going to use the mad ability again, just to get to the next skull. And depending on where it's at, let's actually move it away. I'm going to squeeze in some more pops here. Or rather, again, money. Let's actually move the Sentry Champion back, so it doesn't eat as much money. The more I look at this, the more I think, damn, there's a lot of optimizations that I could do to squeeze out more, but it's hard to execute it properly. Like, for example, I don't have the rubber to gold transport to the bottom, which would have been ideal, but yeah, it is what it is. And also, that mad ability there just ate up an entire ZMG. That was not a good look. I'm gonna try to angle the mat so that's not touching the ZMG, but that doesn't seem to be working. Okay, frick it. We'll just let some damage go to waste. Another is the Elite Totem, and here comes last skull. Let's hope it's still in range, like the portal. Target trap here. Yep, that's perfect. Another Ultra Boost, another mad ability, and this should do it. And again, we'll squeeze out some more by dropping the S-Champ in the back. And whoa, that was way too many ceramics to work with. Let's see what happened there. Okay, I think I see the issue. The BFBs are getting eaten too quickly there. Okay, this might be a little bit tougher than I thought, especially because the mat is still in the angle where it's one-shotting the Moabs. Honestly, maybe I'll just Hex here. Yeah, let's Hex. There's so many ZMGs that I think we need to just delete the insides. And I guess screw the temporary money from the big trap. Just survive here, just survive. Mission, I believe, accomplished, but this is still super down to the wire. Last 100k. How much does one more mad ability do? Should get us all the way there, right? Oh, come on. Last second. 7k HP left. Unlucky, unlucky. Okay, how about an Azili Hex then? Just to end it all off. Okay, I bricked myself again on the last second there. Well, let's just do this cleaner. Alright, so this time I'm thinking, screw the extra money. Let's just move the big trap on the right side for the halfway point here. And that should make things a bit cleaner. Or less annoying from the mad scaling. And, well, take a look at that now, everybody. Look at where the last portal is. It's basically where it was on the skull previous on the last attempt. So absolutely huge improvement this time. And with the stalling of the Chinook, making rounds not progress, we have beaten Tier 3 on round 89. So now the good news is that we can make full income from the next couple rounds. Because now we can put the trap in the God position, where it's rubber golded and, you know, Mohawk blued. While Phayze is active, it's really difficult to get full income. But this year is nice, so now we can relax and use the next 10 rounds just to finish ultra boosting the Century Champion, and I guess this thing too, and also getting the 5 extra monkeys that we need, because that's all we're allowed. Take a look at Mohawk Blue paying off dividends, though. I think it is helping, making sure all the BFBs this round all get sucked up. Clean. And now for a pre-Tier 4 update. 300k made for the trap, which is equivalent to 1.2 million pops, and 1.5 million pops on the tower combined, or, yeah, by itself. So that's essentially 3 million pops worth added to the Paragon's power. So I think you need a minimum 40 to survive, but any higher than that is bonus and makes Tier 5 easier. So of course, we're gonna just blast off as late as possible in Tier 4, while still surviving and getting the highest degree possible. And, as well, without spending extra money. So what we should do here, I think, is try to end the rounds as fast as possible so that more balloons spawn, and so this makes more money. So I think instead of overclocking the Mad, I think I'm low-key just gonna do this. Because, like, the damage that the Mad does is insignificant compared to the damage Master ability will do. I'll still use the Mad ability, of course, but it's not going to be my lifeline. And also, yes, I think I will consider selling some of the other towers here. I don't know when, but I will do it to get, you know, the crosspads. Like, extra tiers on the NGs. It's probably worth selling, I don't know, all the towers? Anyway, we can deal with that later. Oh, and also, as for where the Master Build is going to be, I'm going to first try where I'm going to move the Ultra Boost. Right over here. I don't know if it's the best spot, but I think it's, it gets decent coverage. The middle is arguably better, but I'm just going to do some trial and error. And hopefully not error. As you see, though, the money is officially there for the Paragon. Now it's just everything is a bonus. Alright, question. Is it worth it to suck at the BFBs or the mobs here? I think so. It's kind of cool how you can target not on the track and catch the balloons while they're still mid-drift on their way to Phayze. Pretty cool interaction, I gotta say. I would say after 107 is a good bet, right? Look at the FCMGs here. Yeah, it's a perfect time. After we gobble those up... Oh god, why did they go the wrong way? Can we still reach it from here? Okay. So long as we can, I'll take it. Once it starts missing the ZMGs, then we go for it. And it's out of range. Okay, okay. Sell. Let's get 2 032s and let's test, okay? I don't know if I'm going to take this. Well, I will take it if it's above 40, so come on. 40 exactly, I don't know. You think we can wait a little bit longer? You know what, here's what we'll do. Let's Hex, and just break down the ZMGs like that. And maybe we'll try to pick up the money from 108 as well, I don't know. I'm greedy. Yep, let's get ready now. Sell. We should also sell the Chinook, right? The Chinook. It's not worth it. And okay, let's go again. If it's 41, I'll take it. And it looks like, yeah, we waited one round for 1 extra degree. I guess I'll see if that works. But as you see, the score would currently put us sub 1 million, so that would be ideal if just this can work. Skull 2 of 5, it's looking good. I think this next explosion will not be on Phayze. That's okay. Another explosion, I think this one reached, nice. This explosion will also reach. Boom. Oh, wow, that's huge. It's very important to get it, otherwise you lose out a whole chunk of damage. And don't forget, too, the balloons. But the ZMGs could be an issue. But I think the NG Gon has got it, right? Should be, at least. And last skull. Hopefully, again, not too far forward. Not too far forward. Oh, God. That's too far forward, is it? Is it? Well, we lost a couple lives, but if we survive, I'm taking it. One more Sentry Explosion to get the 400k. And I'll hold the mat ability if balloons are getting far, but I think we're good. Nice. And now let's prep tier 5 by putting all 3 sentries at the entrance, and hopefully, I think 11 rounds is enough to power up the NG. Technically, it's... I actually don't know. I actually don't think the 1 degree maybe was worth it, because I forgot to realize that maybe 1 extra round of attack speed is worth more than a degree. I don't know. I didn't crunch the numbers, but let's hope that made it is better. And it all comes down to this. Let's not waste any time. Let go. Let's try to predict the next phase will be up, down over there. And rinse and repeat. Yeah, I think here's a good spot. It should be in range by the time it rolls around. Well, again, I don't know how precise it is. I don't know if I need to land every eccentric explosion, but it would be ideal too. Watch here. Jump forward. Perfectly placed on top. Oh, so satisfying. And the next ones I think are a little bit more forgiving. I can put it here, and it'll probably guarantee cover the entire D of the next track. So shouldn't really worry about these all too much. Although, crap, I actually put it a little bit too far forward. I think so. Yeah, small blunder. I think this entry could have been up, but that's not a big deal because I think it only delayed us 15 seconds. Another one, and another one coming soon. Kindly please ignore the missed banana crates. The money doesn't matter. Although I do agree it's fairly mildly infuriating. Explosion, nice. It reaches there. Explosion again. I think I'll probably lean this a bit left. Like that. And another one. Actually, let's wait a little bit for this one. I don't think that's in range. Explode now. Oh, that missed. That one missed. I think I was a little bit too aggressive in my placements. I put them too far ahead of where I thought they would be. My bad. One more skull to go after this. I think it's gonna come down to the wire, but I think we have enough leeway here. Right? Please tell me I do. Please tell me I do. Another explosion. The earlier we get it, the better it is, so that the portal isn't in the way. Explode. Nice, that one was in range. Final 2 milli. And I think where the portal is really, really good, because it's still in the Engineer Master Builder range to stun the balloons coming in. That was the issue with Tier 4, and why it was close. It was that the last portal was a little bit too far away. But this here is good. This is good, ladies and gents. Let's just see if we can get through the slowdown of the last phase, because, yeah. Our damage is so bad. So bad without the sentry explosions. 2 million HP to go. I gotta watch out for Phayze's portal forward. That could be spooky. 1 million. Once again, holding on to both mad abilities and Azealia for when I need it. And I think that's it. One more explosion. And GG. NG gone solo. With the small help of the mad and Azealia, of course, but I don't think they're really needed. And degree 41 was definitely not needed. I was just being anal about trying to squeeze out a little bit more, and nice. Sub 1 million, and that's good for pretty much top 10 if you remove the hackers at the top. So, yeah. Sir, a third sub 1 million ISAB score has hit the boss leaderboards. If you enjoyed this boss video, then make sure to click here for more, and if you haven't already, I would appreciate it a lot if you went to the settings and entered creator support code ISAB in the shop to support what I do. Thanks.